Are you perfect? Everywhere we look, there are ads and social media posts showing us these flawless people who seem to be living the dream. And it's not just their appearance that's perfect, it's their entire lives. We're told that we should be striving for this ideal, even though it's totally unattainable. But you know what? That's just not realistic. Pursuing perfection all the time can lead to burnout, depression, and anxiety. It's time to let go of these unrealistic standards and embrace the beauty of imperfection. That's where Wabi-Sabi comes in. You and I will dive into this mindset-shifting philosophy that can change your life forever. Wabi-Sabi is a Japanese philosophy that celebrates the imperfect, the impermanent, and the incomplete. It's about finding beauty in the simple things, even if they're a little rough around the edges. The tea ceremony is a great example of Wabi-Sabi in action. Instead of flashy, expensive cups, they use simple, old-fashioned ones. And instead of celebrating wealth and opulence, they embrace simplicity and impermanence. Now, I know what you're thinking, but how can I embrace imperfection when everything around me is so perfect? Well, it's about changing your perspective. Instead of striving for perfection all the time, try to appreciate the beauty in the flaws. Look for the little things that make life interesting, like the way a tree branch twists in the wind or the way an old book smells. Wabi-Sabi isn't just a philosophy, it's an experience. It's about being present in the moment and embracing the world as it is, flaws and all. Pursuing perfection is like chasing a unicorn, a mythical creature that exists only in our imaginations. It's an unattainable dream that we can never fully capture. Some people argue that perfection is subjective, and what's perfect for them might be flawed for others. But here's the thing, flaws cannot exist in something that's perfect. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's just not possible. Even Plato, the great philosopher, believed that perfection can only exist in our thoughts and not in the physical world. And let's not forget about the impermanence of everything in the universe. No matter how close we get to perfection, it will eventually fall apart. Imagine trying to keep your living room spotless with everything in its place and not a speck of dust in sight. It's a daunting task, isn't it? Because as soon as you let your guard down even a little bit, a gust of wind or a playful pet can ruin all your hard work. The same goes for chasing perfection in life. If you're always striving for the ultimate state of perfection, any little setback can send you tumbling down. It's like walking on your toes, trying to avoid any misstep, but eventually something will come along to knock you off balance. But here's the thing, perfection is an impossible goal. We can only achieve a near-perfect imitation, and even that is fleeting and difficult to maintain. So why exhaust ourselves with an ongoing sense of lack and never enough? According to Buddhism, our desire for perfection and our refusal to accept life's imperfections lead to dissatisfaction, or dukkha. We cling to an idea of how things are meant to be, and that's where the root of suffering lies. But guess what? Existence has no standards. Nature simply brings manifestations into the world before they disappear. Wabi-Sabi is about experiencing things as they are in their imperfect, transient condition. Aging, decay, and death are intrinsic parts of nature, and embracing them can bring beauty and wisdom. One of the most exciting solutions to escape the trap of perfectionism is to set up our living environment in a wabi-sabi way. It's not about being minimalistic in the traditional sense of symmetry and tidiness, but instead embracing the simplicity of asymmetry, cherishing what we have and only buying what we need. This approach results in a beautiful imperfection, with furniture that may be a little rough around the edges, chairs that don't match, and tableware we've picked up from thrift shops. Plus, we can take the beauty of nature inside our homes by using pine cones, pieces of wood, and seashells as decorations. But it's not just about the environment. Wabi-Sabi teaches us to appreciate our own and each other's flaws, letting go of the need for ruthless perfectionism. We don't have to be perfect. We just need to accept who we are and enjoy life as it is. As Beth Kempton says, Wabi-Sabi gives you permission to be yourself. It's all about taking your time and savoring every moment as you stroll through the forest. No need to rush from point A to point B. Just let yourself be present and soak up the healing energy of nature. Research has shown that spending time in nature can reduce stress, anxiety, and worry, allowing us to disconnect from the hustle and bustle of our busy lives and reconnect with the natural world around us. In nature, imperfection reigns supreme. There's no need to judge or expect back to perfection, and that's exactly why it's so beautiful. Trees grow asymmetrically, things decay, and everything is always in motion. It's a reminder that life is passing, and that's okay. Nature teaches us to embrace imperfection and find beauty in even the smallest things. So take a deep breath, slow down, and let the healing powers of nature take over. Are you a perfectionist? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video interesting, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.